So with 2022 ending in only a few months from now, I think we're all wondering which LEGO Star Wars sets will be retiring, and this is the video for you guys. I'll be going over all 23 LEGO Star Wars sets that are retiring on December 31st, 2022, and also giving a few investment tips, so let's get into it. So yes, welcome back guys to another LEGO Star Wars video. In today's video, I'll be telling you guys every LEGO Star Wars set that is retiring at the end of 2022. And this is the third time I'm filming this, and I've really got to realize I kind of got to speed run through these sets. Like I said, there's 23 of them. I got a few sets that are going to be in another video for investing purposes, but this one I just really want to go over the list, kind of give you guys my quick thoughts, and go from there. Since I don't want to make this a 30-minute long video, I want to keep this thing around 8 minutes or so. So without further ado, let's get into it, guys. Starting off, guys, with a couple very surprising ones here. 40557 Defence of Hoth and 40558 Clone Trooper Command Station accessory packs. These things have only been out for 1 year, it looks like. They're going to have a 1-year shelf life, and something like the Clone Trooper accessory pack, that thing's been in stock for like a total of like maybe 48 hours in the past like 8 months. So I think something strange is going on with that set, in my opinion. I don't know, especially because there's no new ones coming out next year. It has to be something to do with like supply chain issues, or just, you know, they can't get to the right manufacturer, or something to do with the factory, because I don't know why that thing's not in stock, and I don't know why they're not doing any more next year, since they would sell really well if they did the right ones. But let's move on to the next one, guys. Another kind of surprising one and kind of a sad one to see, but I'm glad since I have this one. It's 75252 Imperial Star Destroyer, the UCS one, and this one has been on shelf since 2019, 3-year lifespan. I have heard rumors the UCS Falcon is retiring as well. I heard it from a LEGO store employee. It's not on this list though. Take this list with a small grain of salt. These guys are usually right, but again, it's always up to LEGO's discretion at the end of the day. December 29th this year, they could be like, hey, we're actually going to push back the Clone Trooper Command Station another year. But so take this list with a little bit of grain of salt, but again, buy all these sets sooner than later. Next up, guys, we got 75255, the Yoda buildable figure, and this thing's been out since Force Friday 2019. It feels so weird. I mean, I was before Mandalorian Season 1, before COVID. It just feels like an entire different like lifetime ago that this set came out. So it's definitely ran its course. I don't see it doing anything too crazy on the aftermarket. Same thing with the next one right here, guys. 75277, the Boba Fett bust, and again, this thing's been all over the place. I think they, prolonged the shelf life due to Book of Boba Fett, and it probably worked out for them sales-wise, but on the aftermarket, this thing is going to be, I feel like, nothing for a while. Long-term, of course, Boba Fett is a very iconic character. I don't doubt that, but don't stress about this one too much if you guys can't pick it up before 2022 ends, because I think very shortly after, you guys will still be able to pick it up for virtually retail all over. Next one, guys, this one is going to be one of the prime examples of, I'll make an entire separate video on it, kind of giving you guys my entire thoughts and kind of do a full breakdown video. I've got like 5 or 6 good things about it, 5 or 6 bad things about it, and now that we have a couple leaks for next year, I think it's leaning towards the good thing. The 7528051st Clone Trooper Battle Pack. This one, short answer, of course, will very well, be a good investment eventually. Short term or long term, we will kind of have to see, because as we all know, everyone and their brother and their cousin and their uncle has 40 of these sealed, sitting on the in their basement, just like I do over here, waiting to become a millionaire off of them. So grand scheme of things, I don't think it's gonna be a short-term gain, but and probably all you guys watching this already have one. So on to the next one, guys. 75283, the AAT, kind of the same thing as the last time. I don't see the AAT itself doing anything too crazy. The big draw of that is the 30-second clone, and that's basically that. So I think that'll be a good investment just for that figure, which is pretty whack, but it's just the truth of the matter. Next up, guys, we got 75295, the Millennium Falcon Microfighter. This thing, again, don't stress about it. If you guys really want this at any point, like if you really can't get this before the end of 2022, you just can't afford it, your parents didn't get it for you, and like you are genuinely sad you guys don't have this yet, send me an Instagram DM and I'll send you one for free. Don't worry about it. So there's that. Next up, guys, 75296, Darth Vader Meditation Chamber. And this one is, again, a pretty surprising one. A pretty short lifespan, shelf life, and I think, in my opinion, a pretty cool set. Overpriced, I feel, to begin with, but I feel like this one's definitely going to go under the radar, and I don't see them remaking this anytime soon, and I've actually got to pick this up myself eventually as well. Next up, guys, 75297, the Resistance X-Wing 4+ set. Again, same thing. This thing is not going to do anything crazy on the aftermarket. I'm sitting on a few 4+ sets from 2019 that are still basically retail in the aftermarket, so don't worry about it too much. 75298 AT-AT versus Tauntaun Microfighter. This one is going to be good just for that Luke Skywalker minifigure. It is exclusive to that set, and even throughout the entire shelf life of it, it was like an $8 minifigure. I think it's come down a little bit, but long term, that Luke will definitely be the draw of the set. Next up, guys, we got 75299 Trouble on Tatooine, and this thing was very cool when it first came out, but now all the minifigures are very overdone, and in my opinion, I think it's one of the most forgotten sets of, like, the past couple of years. Like, it's been on shelves for all these months, and just I see no one talking about it, no one posting about it. And in my opinion, I think, you know, that could be a good thing long-term for some of the sealed fanatics that want to keep, you know, every single set sealed. There might be a small market for them, but I think short-term, no one really cares about it, so there's that. 75302 Imperial Shuttle. In my opinion, this one, again, kind of under the radar again. You know, not really on sale anywhere. Not a lot of people talking about it. Not a lot of people caring about it. So I feel like maybe we'll have a smaller market for it after it retires, but that's yet to be determined. Next up, guys, we got 75305 Scout Trooper helmet. And this one, I hate to say, you know, it's a really cool helmet, but same thing with Boba Fett, but even worse because, you know, Scout Trooper is not as more iconic, but more people I feel like are going to want a Boba Fett helmet to display than a Scout Trooper helmet, but this thing has been overdone to the max. You know, Walmart for 40 bucks all over the place, Kohl's for 35, Amazon for $35. Like, this thing, everyone's got 5 of them, and really, again, one of those where if you don't pick it up before the end of the year, don't stress about it too much. You guys will be able to get it on Facebook Marketplace for probably under retail still at that. Next up, guys, 75306 Imperial Probe Droid. Another one that's had a very short lifespan, I believe. Didn't it just come out this year? I'm pretty sure. Actually, that's a very short shelf life, right? And yeah, this one right here, I still got to pick up myself, and I think long term is going to have a very small aftermarket for it, so that is a good thing in the regards of price. You know, very short supply and relatively high demand. I feel like long term, it's original trilogy, pretty iconic, and you know, from everyone's favorite movie, right? Empire Strikes Back. In my opinion, that is the 4th best Star Wars movie. We've got Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, Return of the Jedi. That's my top 3. Next up, guys, we got 75310 Duel on Mandalore. It really does suck the Ahsoka's not exclusive anymore, but that Darth Maul is. So I feel like Darth Maul will be the draw of the set right there. And also, I guess the Ahsoka might be the draw eventually when the AAT gets super high up in price if they're both retiring at the same time. Because think about it, the AAT is going to be, you know, 70, 80, 90, 100 bucks just due to the 332nd clone. And so if someone wants a kind of brand new Ahsoka out of Duel on Mandalore, you know, Duel on Mandalore is only a $20 set initially. So if it gets up to, say, 40 or 50, that's going to be a great return, but still be cheaper than the AAT. Next up, guys, we got 75311 Imperial Armored Marauder, and I feel like the biggest draw out of this will be that Mortar Trooper. We'll have to see how the market goes for him in the next couple months, and that's a minifigure. Luckily, Mexico has not been able to make 10,000 of them yet, so that one, I think, long-term will do pretty well. Not the greatest, though. It's a pretty ugly ship, and you know, pretty forgettable in my opinion. So next up, guys, we got 75314, the Bad Batch Attack Shuttle. Another one that will be in an additional video I'm going to come out with I'll probably come out with the video closer to the end of the year, honestly, to really truly see where the market sits with them and to make sure this list is actually 100% true by then. I've got, like I said, 4 or 5 sets I want to really talk about and break down in detail, and this is one of them, but short term, I think this will be a fantastic set to sit on. Next up, guys, 75315 Imperial Light Cruiser. These are kind of a hit or miss, these big sets like this. Some of them do really well, some of them do pretty poor, and it's kind of hard to dictate the market compared to like old days, because again, these days everyone is trying to sit on 5 or 10 of them, but you know, 5-10 years ago, not everyone was sitting on 5 or 10 of them. So there's, again, shorter or, you know, much smaller supply back then, but now there's a much bigger supply. But I feel like eventually it'll do pretty well, especially if they don't come out with Moff Gideon in another set. But I doubt that. I definitely think eventually we'll see Moff Gideon in a new set. Even if it's a different print design, it's still going to be one of those where, you know, unique minifigure or not, it'll definitely bring down the original Moff Gideon a little bit at least. You know, from like 35 bucks now to probably like a $20 figure. At least for a while. Next up, guys, we got 75316 Mandalorian Starfighter, and all I can say about this one is Gar Saxon. I'm very confident in Gar Saxon. I bought a whole bunch of Gar Saxons individually, and this set I feel like will be a very good banger to invest in, and one of those where pick it up before it retires. I truthfully think this one will have a pretty short return window, where, you know, say, again, you're getting it for 60 bucks. I think this will be in every bit of like an $80, $90, or $100 set, then probably summer of next year. Next up, guys, 75319, the Armor's Mandalorian Forge. The minifigures are the draw of the set. If we never see Paz or the Armor ever again, the set will be fantastic. I don't know if we'll ever see them again, honestly. I know they're coming out in the next season. Maybe we'll get the Armor, but Paz Vizsla, I'm not too sure. I don't think, maybe they'll never come out with another set with both of them, but one per set and a different one. Who really knows? Then, guys, 75321, the Razor Crest Microfighter. This one, Again, the minifigure's nothing special, so there's really nothing to go crazy about. And bare minimum, if you don't get it for 10 bucks, you guys will have to pay, what, 12 bucks on the aftermarket, so no big deal. Then lastly, guys, the advent calendar for the year, that's a give me. I mean, it's straight up obvious. You know, again, they don't keep these around after Christmas, of course. And that is basically that, guys. That is the quick gist of everything retiring this year. Again, sorry I had to kind of rush this. I don't know how long this one is yet, though. I think I did pretty good. Like I said, the last 2 videos are going to be like 25 minutes long, and you guys don't want to sit through that, and I don't want to talk for that long. So, guys, there's 4 or 5 sets I want to make an entirely different video on to do a full discussion and breakdown of. But I wanted to get this list out of all 23 right now, just to kind of let you guys know and give you guys a heads up. So with that being said, guys, leave your thoughts down below of this list. What sets do you guys have to pick up still? You know, do you guys think this is right? You know, what kind of surprises you? Leave me those thoughts down below. So without further ado, guys, thank you guys all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for see you guys later. Bye, guys, and stay safe.